Steve here, and I'm doing another review for Marvel's Jessica Jones, Season 1, Episode 8, entitled AKA WWJD, which of course stands for What Would Jesus Do? So I like the episode overall. It had a marvelous ending. The episode, of course, dealt with Kilgrave, and you know from the last episode he had bought Jessica Jones's house, and in this one he had furnished it with all of the old furniture and knickknacks that the house used to have. You know, there was some contrived thing where he had found the realtor who had sold it, and she still had the pictures of the house how it used to be, and from that he was able to recreate what Jessica Jones' house had been during the time that she lived there. With this one, we kind of saw the origin of Kilgrave, how his parents experimented on him. Somehow that gave him the powers of ultimate persuasion, where he could just tell people to do something and they would do it. We also kind of saw the accident that leads up to Jessica Jones being a superhero. We saw, her and her family in a car, and they all get into a big argument, and the father rams into a truck, which supposedly has some kind of radioactive material. Once again, copying Daredevil. I mean, of course, from reading comic books, I gotta say that the Marvel Universe, I don't think OSHA exists in the Marvel Universe. It seems like people are always having accidents. Spider-Man is accidentally bitten by a radioactive spider. Dr. Octopus becomes Dr. Octopus after an accident with, science and whatnot. The Fantastic Four shoot off into space, and apparently some safety thing wasn't in place, and they get cosmic rays. And wow. Anyway, most of the episode dealt with Kilgrave and him, trying to justify his actions to Jessica Jones, and basically saying he can't help it. I mean, it wasn't his idea to become, this creature that could, with, I said ultimate persuasion, I'll say it again, and anytime he says something, he has to watch what he says. I mean, he tells someone to go jump in the lake, they will literally go jump in the lake. I thought that was pretty an interesting take on it, and from that guy's perspective, I mean, how's he ever going to get laid at all? I mean, he can't, he can't trust that the reason a woman wants to sleep with him is because she genuinely wants to sleep with him, or because of his persuasion powers, which is interesting. And of course, I said the ending was what was the cherry on the top of the Twinkie cake, where they had this obnoxious neighbor who they meet, and she's talking trash about Jessica Jones' family, and at the end of the episode she comes up with this bag that had this bomb in it and gets blown to hell, and it was quite hilarious. I enjoyed the episode, and well, let's just move on to the next one.